Back here in Merida, and you might recall my very first, was it 3 videos? I was filming outside my house here across the street. I'm just on the corner of my yard here looking across the street, and it was a lot more green. It hasn't been raining a lot lately, probably obvious. We had more rain in Campeche. It was raining almost every day, but not here. But right now, last night it did just for a bit, not long, and it looks like it's going to now. It's been cloudy all day and dark, and the wind's picking up, and the people are all saying that yes, it's going to rain. So my trip back, I just posted that. I had filmed that. I think it was on the 31st of December, but the morning after I arrived, I felt something wrong. I was coming down, I was starting to cough on the bus, and by the time I got off, just 4 hours later, I was non-stop hacking, and in the morning I went to the doctor here. It's all I could do to get home, get to bed, and I had contracted influenza. So I think lesson learned, not that I have anything against vaccines, I always get my vaccines. It's just that I didn't even think about it. And I should have, because a lot of people in town were getting, in Chikbul, were getting vaccines, and they said it was going around, and you just don't think about it. And I thought, well, I'll be leaving tomorrow, so, but what a mistake. So I know now that every year when it's the fall, I'm going to get my influenza vaccine. So it was kind of, I still have to stay in bed until Saturday. I'm out here, as you see, but I'm not walking around. I just came out the door, and I was going to sit here on the wall and tape a little bit. So even with this, though, I can already feel my head starting to spin a bit. You can see here the street. I had all of these plants cut by my house, and how quickly they've come back. This is the 3rd time now they've been cut, 3 times since the last week of August, and they just come back with a vengeance. All of these that you see here, these were just cut about a week ago, maybe 10 days, and I don't know how clear it is, but they're on their way round to. Some people are telling me that they put poison on them, but I don't want to, because I wanted to plant a fruit tree and so on, and some mint and cilantro and some other things. So just one of the trade-offs. If you want those things, you gotta work for it, but I don't want to put poison down on it. But I do need to get it cleared out, because this is where the snakes and the tarantulas and other lovelies live. If you look back to the first video, you can see where the difference there is here, and the wall, the water wall, which I must say I've really gotten to like a lot, because it stretches all the way down to the end of the block. It just creates kind of a barrier. It's quiet. There are no neighbors right next door. There's the forest on the other side. And this is, as I said, the water station, but it sure is quiet. I never hear a sound. I don't hear like electrical humming. I don't hear the sound of pumps, but the water's obviously working, because no one has had a shortage. So whatever they're doing it right, and they're doing it really, really quietly. But I do like this. I had thought of maybe donating something like a bench, or putting up a bench, pay to have a bench put up, but then someone said, oh no, you can't do it, because it's the water plantation in the wall, and they don't want people climbing over, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, it does create a nice barrier. Children are playing down the street. I'll go up to the clouds for you to see them. There we go. It's always beautiful here. The sky is always dramatic. Always. Those clouds are moving slowly. And when the rain comes, it comes. It's just the sky's open, and it pours in sheets like crazy. This isn't the rainy season right now, though. You notice the top of the wall, there's the broken bottles, which are common here to keep people from climbing over. and I'll slowly go around. There was a party out here on the corner. Well, 6 people, if you call that a party. The neighbors on New Year's, because in the steel barrels you can start a fire. You don't need a permit for that, so they had a little fire and we're talking. Nothing loud or crazy. Actually, it was pretty quiet. It's a pretty calm, well-behaved party. Just a place to go and talk around the fire, I guess. So, someone told me these are not tamarind. Someone had told me that they were tamarind and they're almost ready, and my other neighbor said, no, they're not. These are not tamarind. I've been looking for some things like mint or wild mint, plants to eat. But I've been told by a lot of people, no, not right here. There aren't. Further in, there is, but the problem there is, of course, the snakes. And I've been warned many times about that. Don't go out there without a machete. Don't even walk down the street without a machete, because animals can come out, snakes come out. I've seen them, not like something from a sci-fi film where the streets are filled with snakes, but probably only seen about 3. But that's plenty, I promise you. One of them was in my window, the window protectors, they call them. Here, it was one of those huge, one of those deadly coral snakes, and they can jump. I think they're the most, if not one of the most deadly snakes here in the Yucatan. Fortunately, that was the only one I've seen. I saw one dead at a friend's house. They had killed it, it was in their yard. And that's my snake story. I don't like snakes. I don't think a lot of people do. Some do. That's okay, that's great, but I don't. I have an aversion to snakes and to tarantulas and to anything that bites or stings or that can kill me. Strange, isn't it? So I wish you could feel how lovely the temperature is right now. It is just so absolutely gorgeous. Perfect. There's a slight breeze. You can probably see that, right? The way the things are waving, the plants are waving, the leaves are waving. And I think I've probably been up for long enough, and I'm not supposed to be roaming around out of bed anyway. So it's time for me to, I'll go back, I'll upload this and take a nap and hopefully be feeling better soon. I had a great doctor. He was from Cuba. He's fantastic. And he said, don't push it. I'm fine now, I think. Just a little bit heady, but I'll be fine after a few more days of bed rest. I just wanted to keep in touch, though, and post something. And I think this was interesting about how quickly these plants have grown up and how quickly everything became so dry. When I left, it was still raining. That wasn't, I think that was about a month ago, right? So, but it's supposed to rain again today. So we'll hope that that restores things and helps make things green again.